I mean, five or three questions. You just answer yes or no and why. You can explain. You said, why are we saying people should stop paying back their loan that is irritating or something? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I want to ask you a series of questions, and then before you answer, process it holistically. Don't use your mind alone to judge it. Process it holistically. Now, if someone borrow from loan apps, so after this, we'll not just stop and continue with our stuff. If someone borrow from loan apps and they call the person, one person, I want to use real life scenario now that has happened here. A friend, one of our followers, they called her dad, sorry. They called her dad and said, I'm sorry, your daughter just had an accident now and died. And please, we want you to go and pick her corpse in an hospital and something of that nature. And because Lona called her dad, right? And because of that, that man had partial stroke. According to her, partial stroke. And they had to rush the man to hospital, and they spent a lot of money. If you are the person, you tell the person to pay that money back. What do you say?
I said no.
Okay, let me give another one. Someone they call.
Let me say the number two question based on this your scenario. No, I just want to ask one question based on this your scenario. On their policy, does it state that if somebody defaults, you should defame the person? Menace?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Shall continue.
All right, sir. So a friend of we lost about 10 people, 10 members, 10 last year, 10. Well, I'm not exaggerating. This is not 10 that we had to call and say the person had to end his life and they had to end their lives because of loan apps. If you are the brother to that person and they now call you that you should pay the money, will you pay the money? Because people don't really know how weighty this thing is all about, as in what people are really going through. Now, another one that happened 2 months ago. They called. See what I'm saying. I'm not giving you fables. I'm telling you real life what we have. To the glory of God, we have. This is 66,000. Facebook 70,000. I receive on the average 200 DMs every day. On the average, let's say 100 on the average. Now they called this man. They called this man because he borrowed from 14 days ago. They called the man and he didn't pay on time. He said, I'll pay at the end of the month. There was a delay in salary. And they called his boss because they have access to his contacts. They called his boss that this person is owing and they use him as guarantor. And if he's not going to pay, I will deal with you. We do all those things. And the woman paid the money around 16,000, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's on my post, on my video, on the post, on the post. The woman paid the money, and she sacked the guy immediately because she said, "Oh, this guy is he used me as a guarantor." He said this guy used me as a guarantor, and he sacked the person immediately. If you are the person, apart from calling his his boss, so they called every other person that this person is doing this, he's doing that, he's a criminal on the run, and all those things. If you are the person, will you pay that money?